Welcome to Hot Verdict. I'm Ugo Lord.
And I'm Mike Mandell.
And today we're going to be talking about a group of people that we all can agree deserves way more attention online. Celebrities.
Yes, we'll be dissecting the legal issues that have tragically affected the vulnerable population of the rich and famous. Because somebody's got to stick up for the little guy. By little, I mean Tom Cruise. He's very tiny.
Remember that time where you posted that photo online and your friend Kelly shouted out photo cred? Yes, Kelly, you took a picture of me sipping an espresso martini. What do you want, a medal?
Well, this is kind of like that, but if Kelly sued you for hundreds of thousands of dollars. With the rise of social media, paparazzi photographers and tabloid companies have been suing celebrities who post these unlicensed photos on their Instagram. In 2022, Miley Cyrus was sued by paparazzi photographer Robert Barbera for posting a picture he snapped of her in 2020.
Barbera's known for suing celebrities such as Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, even Dua Lipa.
Hopefully you next.
Hopefully not, Mike.
I'll represent you, don't worry.
We'll lose.
Let's talk a little bit about the law here. Yes, photographers can sue people for the photos they take because they are actually the rightful owners, unless of course you sign something differently.
Just think of it as this being their work of art. They are snapping this photograph of this celebrity and they are the copyright owners of those pictures. If a celebrity posts it, they're violating that copyright.
Miley ended up settling the lawsuit out of court, but I'm surprised to hear that because she had the perfect defense. It wasn't me, it was Hannah Montana.
Best of both worlds.
Did you watch that show?
I did. I actually was a child actor back then.
You were a child actor?
I did a little dabbling.
Well, it's nice to see that your acting hasn't changed much.
Wow, Mike. Kim Kardashian, as well as Kendall and Khloe, have all been sued by paparazzi for not first acquiring the legal rights of the photos before they posted it on their social media.
In fact, the Kardashians have been known to take their own paparazzi with them to avoid this issue completely.
You know, actually, I think that's just Kris Jenner. You know, she never misses a moment.
In 2019, the celebrity photo company Backgrid USA sued Katy Perry for $150,000 for posting a picture they owned.
Well, the crazy thing is because the photo was from 2016, where Katy Perry dressed up as Hillary Clinton with a friend who dressed as Bill Clinton, of course. Backgrid referred to the photo she posted as creative, distinctive, and valuable.
Seems like a load of crap. So I'm guessing the reason why they argued it was creative, distinctive, and valuable is because they wanted to show that it was some form of art and not just simply a picture that was taken of someone not paying attention.
Because if it's not art, you cannot copyright it. So of course, they're going to push the creativeness and the distinctness of the photograph in order to say that it was in fact their work.
But really, do you want lawyers and judges deciding what's creative and artistic?
Next up, we have Emily Ratajkowski, who was sued in 2019 and initially decided to fight the lawsuit, but recently ended up settling the case.
In the photo, Emrata is actually holding flowers in front of her face, seemingly trying to cover herself from other photographers.
Or you, Mike. In the lawsuit, Ratajkowski essentially argued that copyright protections are only afforded when the photographer actually arranges the people in the photo.
Now we know that isn't the strongest argument because the photographer, the person who takes a photo, is usually the owner of it and usually has a copyright protection, regardless of how it was arranged.
And ladies and gentlemen, you have to keep in mind that the standards for this are very, very low. It just takes a minimalistic amount of creativity in order to be able to copyright it as your own independent art.
Now there may be situations where if you take the photo of someone in an area that the photographer is not supposed to be, for example, if they're peering through someone's window and taking a photo, that they don't have copyright protection. But that doesn't seem to be the case here.
Because at the end of the day, when you're out in public, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy. And without a reasonable expectation of privacy, anybody, whether it be a paparazzi photographer or a 9-year-old child, can take a picture of you and claim it as their own.
Now, one of the arguments that Emrata tried to make is that by putting a different caption, it changed the picture and therefore it was not the same photograph that the photographer took.
And the judge in that case actually did leave a comment saying that it is possible that altering it in that way could potentially give an argument. The judge said essentially that it's for the jury to decide.
Another argument that she made is that the photo she posted was only up for 24 hours. It was on an Instagram story, and therefore, because of its temporary nature, it should not have the same copyright restrictions applied to it. Ultimately, the case did end up settling for an undisclosed amount. And now it's with great pride that I show you my new art piece, a unique and distinctive piece that I uniquely created. Your Honor, this copyright infringement claim has no merit, as my client merely posted to her story, not even to Maine, because, and take this down, posting to Maine is chuggy.
Objection, Your Honor. Photo dumps on Maine are a massive Gen Z trend right now. Unfiltered, non-aesthetic, with ironic memes.
Oh please, everyone knows that the cool kids just post a story, and furthermore, they post to close friends, or their Finstas.
Now you see, this is where my opponent shows his ignorance, because everybody knows that the cool kids are only posting using Snapchat.
That's for the jury to decide, and furthermore, my client altered the photo extensively with a caption and several distinct emojis.
Flower emojis? On a picture where she's holding flowers? Real original artistic merit there.
Artist subjective.
If the plaintiff had used the hand over eye emoji, that would have constituted sufficient copyright negating commentary.
Oh, I love that emoji, so cute.
I know, right?
Recently, there has been a rise of a disturbing trend of concert goers throwing objects at celebrities while they perform on stage.
And they're not even throwing fun stuff like flowers or lingerie, but they're throwing things that are actually considered dangerous and can even harm these individuals. Now, it seems that this disturbing trend started in the summer of 2023 with BB Rexa, when a member of the audience threw a cell phone at her, causing her to actually need to get stitches.
And the man that threw the cell phone decided to defend himself by saying he thought it'd be funny. Now I can tell you that is not a legal defense. Next up, Harry Styles was hit with an unidentified object during a concert in Vienna. And this isn't the first time that Harry has been hit with some sort of object.
No, you see, Harry has been hit with multiple objects, such as Skittles, chicken nuggets, even a tampon. So who throws Skittles at somebody? It sounds like somebody must have been on a watermelon sugar high. In a truly bizarre case, there was one instance where an individual threw their mother's deceased ashes at the singer Pink.
Now, we've talked about throwing objects at celebrities that could be criminal, but it could also be a civil case, right? People could sue for the injuries sustained, as well as psychological harm from that, especially if they scattered over Pink. That could be a case for some psychological trauma.
Traumatic,
right?
Traumatic. I mean, we're grateful it didn't happen in this case, but just imagine if he accidentally breathed some of her mother in. Yo mama in my lungs.
Oh gosh.
Why is your mama inside me? I don't understand.
Oh, someone's gonna meme that, and it's gonna be terrible. Next up, we have Cardi B, who wasn't having it when an audience member threw a drink at her. She responded by throwing her microphone back at the audience member.
And the audience member even filed a police report saying that this was battery, but no arrests were made. It's interesting because earlier, Cardi B had actually asked the audience members to splash water on her.
So there's an argument to be made that since Cardi B was inviting audience members to throw water at her and possibly throw objects, that she assumed the risk that she could be hit by something like this.
Keep in mind that if you're going to allege self-defense, that self-defense must in fact be proportional. And you cannot say that being splashed with water, or even if it was alcohol, is the same as being chucked in the face with a microphone that can really cause severe damage. 50 Cent threw a microphone and hit a woman in the face, caused her to go to the hospital. And yes, that was a lawsuit. In fact, Cardi B is lucky that she wasn't charged in this instance because
she clearly had the intent
yes.
to throw an object at someone, and with that intent to harm them. And if you find yourself in criminal trouble, Cardi B, you know who to call.
Not him.
Us.
Or just me.
This is Mike Mandell reporting live on the scene of the Cardi B concert incident for HVTV1 News.
Hey Mike, what can you tell us about the scene of the crime?
Well, Ugo, I think everyone here has learned a tough lesson about object throwing at concerts.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Well, if it's up, then it's up, then it's up, and it's probably coming down to hurt someone.
Very true, simple law of physics there.
So please everyone, from concert goers to artists alike, please stop throwing things. Well, that does it for today, and we're pretty sure that's the only legal drama that celebrities have ever been involved in.
Actually, I'm getting word, there's some more celebrity legal drama. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this will be a 5,000 part series, and we will see you next time.
Remember to like and subscribe.
I'll see you guys in the comments. And keep all your loved ones' ashes on a shelf, please.